up, YouTube? My name is Carly Fries, and yes, today, as you can see, I am not wearing any makeup. I know, it's terrifying, but that is for a reason. It's because I have seen this booktube tag that's been going around the YouTubes, and it's actually mixing the two things that I like to talk about on YouTube, books and makeup. So basically how the tag or challenge goes is that while doing your makeup, there are specific book-related questions attached to each step in your makeup process. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Okay, so the first step in my makeup routine is to prime my face, and I'm using the Benefit Porefessional primer. So while I prime my face, the question that I need to answer is a book that's left a lasting impression on me. And see, for this challenge, I'm gonna have to preface it by saying I could probably answer Harry Potter for a lot of these questions, but like, what would be the fun in that, knowing that my answer is just gonna be Harry Potter for everything? So know that in the back of my mind, I'm answering Harry Potter for everything pretty much as well. But to like mix it up, I'm not gonna give that as my official answer. Except for this one, because it's Harry Potter. Like, there is no book or book series that even comes close to comparing to the impression that Harry Potter has left on me, because I live and breathe Harry Potter. First book that I read as a child, it got me into reading. It's the reason probably that I read so much today and that I love young adult fiction. And it could very well be the reason that I started writing in the first place too. Like, I feel like my passion for literature comes from Harry Potter, and also just the amount of Harry Potter related things that are in my life. I feel like that just like attests to how big of an influence that Harry Potter has on me personally. I have a Harry Potter tattoo. Like, I'm going to be doing my eyeshadow, and I'm actually going to be priming my lids with this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in white. And that's because sometimes there are colors that I want to use that I find that like regular like eye primers just like don't make the colors show up as vibrantly as I would want them to. And I saw someone do this trick on YouTube. I wish I remembered who did it, but after seeing them do this, I was like, huh. And I tried it with a color that I'd always had trouble like getting to show up as well as I'd like it to, and it was amazing. So yeah, this is a trick that I've learned over the years. Looks a little weird before you put the color on. Like, imagine if this was like my finished look, like. So, okay, so for the eyeshadow, I'm going in with my Kat Von D Innersteller palette. It's this very, very light purpley lavender lilac-y color. And the question that goes along with eyeshadow is to pick a book that has your favorite colors on the cover. And the thing is I read so much that like I don't own like even close to the amount of books like that I've read, because I spent a lot of time reading online. Not recently. Recently, since living with my boyfriend and mooching off of him, like having him basically buy all the books that I want to read. I've been reading more physical copies of books. But when I lived alone and I didn't have the luxury of paying for every single book that I wanted to read, I read online. So I don't know what a lot of covers look like, if I'm being honest. But thinking of recent books that I've read, just gonna pause now and say that I'm going in with the dark purple color that's right next to that. Yeah, so I'm literally just gonna say one of the books that I read recently, because it's not that there was like a one specific color, because I don't even know that I have a favorite color. But like the covers are like basically white, but then there's like a bunch of really bright colors in the middle, and every book in the trilogy like has like different colors. And I think it's the second book that has the prettiest color, so I'm not sure exactly, but yeah. Basically it's the Firebird trilogy by Claudia Gray, and that's the last series that I just finished reading. I'm not reading them anymore. They were really good though, but the covers were very, very pretty. There's also that Everything book that everyone's talking about that's becoming a movie soon. I haven't read it yet though, but that cover is really pretty too. It's the same thing, it's like white and then there's like colored letters and stuff on it. I literally just picked it up like last week, but I haven't had the time to read it yet. So next up I'm going to be doing my eyeliner, and I'm using the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, which is the black color. And the question that goes along with it is, name a book that is dark and mysterious. And I'm actually going to do my eyeliner off camera because last time I did it, it didn't turn out so good, and I've got places to be today, so that I've done my eyeliner off screen flawlessly, if I might add. I'm just going to set it with a black eyeshadow while I answer the next question, which I honestly can't think of a book that's dark and mysterious, just because like that's not my genre. I can't really think of a lot of like young adult books that fall into that category, unless it's just that since I'm not a huge fan of like that genre, that I just don't like, I'm not aware of any. But the only one that I can really think of is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, which, I mean, if you look at the cover, it's not like dark at all, it's like bright colors, but the story itself is so fucked up, and like the plot twist at the end, and it's like, that's a very, very twisted story. And it is a mystery because the main character is trying to figure out what happened in the past, and like her memory is kind of warped, and like it's just, the ending is so dark that I guess that would fall into that category. So that's what I'm gonna go with. So now I'm going to do my mascara, and first I'm going to start off by priming my lashes with the Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer. And I'm just going to like do this real quick before answering the question, because technically the question goes with my mascara. It doesn't mention primer, so. And today I'm actually going to be trying a new mascara. I feel like everyone has seen this commercial, and I feel like such a I feel like I've been scammed into buying this product just because I've seen it everywhere, and I was like, damn it, I have to buy it. And that is the new Katy Perry Total Tease CoverGirl mascara. That whole like, I have not used it yet, and I haven't even opened it. Okay, it's this wand that you've seen everywhere, and that little thing at the edge is supposed to be like to tease your lashes, and they look good in the commercial, and I feel like I've bought this like for the hype, for sure, 100%, but like I am curious to see if it's gonna work. Yeah. And while I do my lashes, the question that goes along with it is the longest book that you've ever read, and I have to say that is definitely a tie between Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare and A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, because I'm not actually sure which of the two is longer, but they're both huge. I mean, the last Harry Potter book's pretty big, but like, that's the thing, based on like font size and like size of the actual book itself, I mean, you like, I guess someone could know if they like really put a lot of effort into it. but like I'm not sure which of those three actually is the longest, because Lady Midnight and A Court of Mist and Fury like are just huge books in general. Let me try this Tease thing. Tease. I don't know if it's working. But yeah, so I'm not sure which of the two are longer, but they're both fantastic. Like the new Lady of Midnight, like the second book in that series is coming out soon, in May. So here for it. Actually, the new Court of Thorns and Roses, the third book in that series, is coming out in May too. Oh, May's gonna be fucking good. Now for the face. I'm gonna go with my foundation, and I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Stick Foundation in the shade 115. And I am loving this stick foundation so much. It's the first one that I've ever used in my life. And it's probably also to do with the fact that I love Makeup Forever and that this used to be my foundation like in the liquid form. Like I used to use. So like it makes sense that I would like this one as well. Should I just like stop here? Like should I just go out like this? Or my makeup just completely unblended? It's a look! Okay. So while I blend out my foundation, the question is your favorite first book in a series. And I actually like, if a series is good, obviously the first book's gonna be good, but the one series that comes to mind quickest is one that I can think of where the first book in the series was fantastic, and then the other books just like slowly declined like with each like new book, and that's The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, because that first book was so good. Like just the concept of The Hunger Games is such a unique one, and like it's such a good first book because like the first book is about what the series is ultimately about. It's about the games. And the second book, yeah, sure, they go back in the games, but it is different. And the third book, there's technically games, but like it's more like District 13 and all that, and it's like it just loses what the series was about in the first place. I feel, and so The Hunger Games was a really good first book. It's a good overall series, it's just when you compare it to the other books that are in that series, that first book is so much better. While I do my concealer, which I'm going to be using the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, which is the bomb. Yeah, while I do that, I have to answer which character I would want to get rid of. And I don't know how I feel about this question, because, I mean, unless you absolutely hated a series, I don't feel right about, like, if I loved a series being like, yeah, but like this character could just go. Because, say, for example, like, I love Harry Potter, and as much as Dolores Umbridge is the absolute worst character in the world, like, she's a part of the series, and I don't want to get rid of anything that's part of that series. And I'm really trying to rack my brain for a character that, like, could really just go away, but villains move the story forward. They give you a reason to, like, root for the main characters, so I can't get rid of a villain. I'm trying to think of, like, a really annoying side character that just doesn't contribute anything to the series, and I feel like I'm at a loss for that too. You know what? Just because of my current situation, if you watch any of my unboxing videos, you'll see why this choice makes sense. And I would get rid of Fang from Harry Potter, because if Fang didn't exist, then I couldn't possibly get Fang vinyl figures. Now I'm going to set, what is in my eye? Now I'm going to set my under eye area with the Winky Luxe Diamond Powder in light using my Morphe E48 brush. And there's not technically a question associated with this, but there is with powder. So when I'm done doing under my eyes, I'm just going to set my whole face and then I'll answer. The face powder, I'm using the Bobbi Brown Illuminating Powder in Nude Finish, and I'm putting that on with my favorite Morphe brush, the E1. And the question that goes along with this is my favorite last book in a series. And believe it or not, it's not Harry Potter, though that is a close second. My favorite last book in a series actually made me cry a lot more than Harry Potter, and that was Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, which was the third and final book in the Infernal Devices trilogy, which was like the prequel series to the Mortal Instruments series. And that last chapter, I mean, the Battle of Hogwarts and like the epilogue and everything in Harry Potter, like that last part of the book is very, very emotional. But Infernal Devices, oh my god, and Clockwork Princess, oh my god, like, I cried so much reading that book, and it was like a good crying, and like, it's such a good book. In fact, like, I think I've got to go back and reread that trilogy very soon because it's just, it's so good. Now I've got to do my eyebrows, and the question that goes along with them is a book that you think everyone should read. And oh no, besides the obvious Harry Potter or anything by Cassandra Clare, that's also a valid answer. Why am I fucking my eyebrows up so bad? I would actually, like, I don't know why this particular book came to mind, but A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett, I think I'm saying that properly. And a lot of people know them for writing Secret Garden. That's a decent book too. I gotta fix my eyebrows, I'll be right back. Okay, eyebrow crisis averted. Yeah, I would say A Little Princess because I actually own 2 copies of that book, like the oldie-timey version and like the more recent version, and it's just such a good book. It's like a children's book, but like, I don't know if anybody's seen the movie version of that too, but oh my god, the ending to that makes me sob. And it's just such a good sad book. It's basically like this little girl who lives in India with her father, and he's in the war, and so he has to go off to war, and like she has no mother, so he puts her in this like little children's school, and then he supposedly dies in the war, and like, so instead of being able to stay there as like a student, she has to become, like, she has to earn her right to not be out on the street and to actually stay there, so she works as a servant girl instead, and it's so sad. It's so sad, but so good. Now, for whatever reason, bronzer was not a part of this tag, so I did that off camera because you can't not bronze your face, especially if you're as pale as me. You need some color. So after that, you're supposed to do your blush, and I actually am going to do my blush with something that I just bought. Okay, yes, I bought into the unicorn trend, don't judge me. Bought some unicorn brushes from Sephora, and they're everything, and I'm going to be doing my blush with this purple one, and I also, at the same time, picked up this Cheek Parade, which is a blush and bronzer palette from Benefit, and I'm so happy that I didn't jump the gun and buy the California blush that just came out, because I was like about to buy it like separately, and I'm so glad I didn't because the palette has it right here, but it also has like other blushes and bronzers, and I mean, I already have Hoola, which I'm wearing on my face right now, but now I have Hoola Light and a nice light dandelion blush, the Rockateur like highlighty blush, but oh my god, California is so pretty, like that gold sun on top. I'm so excited. So obviously that's what I'm wearing because I haven't even tried it yet. So and the question that goes along with the blush is a cringy romance. I'm honestly gonna have to just go with Twilight, and I know some Twilight stans are gonna be after me, but compared to other romances, yeah, it's cringy. Like, I may have put too much product on this brush. Next, I'm going to be doing my highlight with the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Highlighter in the shade Stunner. And the question is, name a book that brightens your day. Get it? Brightens, highlight, haha. I guess Let It Snow, which has 3 stories by 3 authors, and it's a holiday book, and holiday books get me so excited for the holidays, and it just like makes me so happy. That one in particular is one of my favorites, but I think my answer is more broadly just like holiday themed, like Christmassy books. Just, oh my god, like if anything is gonna get me like pumped for the holidays, it's gonna be reading holiday themed YA books. Fittingly, the last product as part of this tag is lipstick. Since I have to answer a question at the same time, I'm gonna go do my lips and then come back and answer that question, okay? Okay. So I actually ended up using one of my Urban Decay mini lipsticks in the shade Venom. And the answer to the question, which is your favorite kiss in a book, is, and I feel like I've been mentioning Cassie's books so much, but I mean, they're just the answers. And that's Infernal Devices, the Will and Tessa kiss, because ooh, it hits you right in the feels. Oh, and the Tessa and Jem kiss. There's just so many good moments from that series. Guys, if you have not read the Infernal Devices series by Cassie Clare, can you go do it? Because I don't want to be alone in these feels. I'm drowning. Come drown with me in all of these tears and these feels. Yeah, that is the end of this tag. This is my finished look. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and write in the comments down below what your answers would have been to some of the questions. And please subscribe to my channel. I make new videos pretty much every week about books, beauty, unboxings, whatever. And yeah, as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!